I'm not usually one to make personal videos about astrology. Sometimes I'll put little snippets at the end of my videos talking about, how I'm doing or transits and things like that. But I'm handling the transition of Pluto moving into Aquarius as best as I can. But also, anybody else feeling kind of weird? I made a video about this recently, but it just keeps getting weirder. As someone who is a Scorpio, okay, I'm Pluto, Saturn ruled, Aquarius also ruled by Saturn. And my Uranus is also in Aquarius. Okay. Regardless of that, around Halloween time, the spirits in my practice got really serious with me. And I mean like really serious. More serious than they have been in years. It got really, 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 really serious. And then I did a reading. Okay, I did a collective reading the day before. It was less than 24 hours. The day before Pluto went into Aquarius. It's up on YouTube if you want the replay, but we're going to keep talking about it. One of the things in that reading that came through is that the mothers are grounding, and it's going to be a surround sound when they ground, like a really loud sound. And also, what are you surrounding? What are you working in? What are you understanding? What is it that you are bringing life to? What's under your protection? What is in your surrounding? What do you surround in your life? What's important to you? What's priority? How are you spending your time? And I just had this really big integration earlier. Also, I think part of the reason that I'm a little stressed, I'm not stressed, I'm just like, it's an adjustment. Okay, it's an adjustment. And part of the reason that I'm having to make some drastic adjustments is because with Uranus, we have no control. Absolutely none. Saturn, you can bind up time, you can take time to do stuff, but Uranus is not like that. Uranus is the order before, it's the unpredictability, it's the primal order of just random stuff happening and then it playing into what happens later on, but you having no idea that it's going to play into what happens later on. It's literally the primordial beings. We don't have any control over that. The only thing that we can do with that sort of energy is receive it and interpret it. That's it. That's all we got. Back to the reading, okay, that I did right before Pluto went into Aquarius. Mothers are grounding. Birth is coming through. Also, it's going to take a moment to ground. What I saw is it's like floating around, floats back and forth, and then it comes to the ground. So we have some time to like adjust to the energy before we have this big grounding, before there's this serious grounding. Aquarius is also about union. So like, what are you unioned with? Who are you unioned with? Who are you around? Who are you spending your time with? Are you by yourself? What kind of groups are you in? Are you there because your job? Like, why are you there? The purpose of it is important too. But then also, the primordial mothers are grounding. Do you know how serious that is? Do you know how serious? To be prepared. That's the one thing I keep like asking about or reminding myself of, is just be prepared. Continue in your preparation work. Because I keep finding myself being like, well, what's going to happen? Well, I'm not going to know till we get there. That's how these things work. You can't predict everything. You're not supposed to be able to predict everything. You're not supposed to. You're just not supposed to. You're not supposed to be able to predict everything. Your cards can tell you possibilities. Your visions can tell, but you can't know everything. You're not supposed to know everything. You know who knows everything? The one big being that we all sit inside of. I don't even know how to name that. Some people call it source, some people call it God, some people call it, you know what I mean? Even though those spirits by themselves are their own beings. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's bigger than a name. It's bigger than a claim. It's bigger than a name. It's bigger than a game. The primordial mothers are grounding. What are you surrounding? I'm really like, it's not that I'm having a hard time understanding that or like a hard time, but I've just been all day long today, literally all day. I feel ridiculous making this kind of video because I don't ever make this sort of video on here, but literally all day long, literally all day, minus my session earlier. But you know what? That valid. Sometimes I'm like, I receive big information and it might be for my session, but that was not what happened today. Well, kind of, not really. Anyways, not to get too deep into it. All day today, I've had, like, I woke up early. I set an alarm for 6 a.m. and I woke up before my alarm. Okay. And when I started to go back to sleep, I heard a ringing in my ears and I was like, okay, it's time to get up then. Let me get up. It's time for me to, mother mode activated. That's really how I feel. Anybody else feel like mother mode has been activated? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just sitting in the mother energy. Mother mode. I've been nesting. I didn't even realize that. Oh my gosh. I got a new bookshelf for myself. This is ridiculous. I got a cute little light. You know the projectors that have the little galaxy things? I got one for myself because they're super freaking cute, and I put it on a little star constellation band. It's so adorable, okay? I got myself a new chair because I had the crisscross chair for a while. It just didn't work for me. I have a tree, a Christmas tree. You know how long it's been since I've had a Christmas tree? Actually, I have never had a Christmas tree in my own apartment, but I have one this year. Crazy. Nesting. I have been nesting. I've been hardcore nesting, and I've been resting. I've been wanting to work. I've been wanting to get online. I've been wanting to, but I just can't. Not that I can't. I could force myself to do it, but I'm not working against my natural rhythms at this point in my life. You know, I'm not in it for that. So also, this theme about witches keeping the balance has been a big thing for a long time. Like, a long time being like several months now. It's been something that has come up. Witches keep the balance. Interesting, huh? And so, like, how are you keeping the balance? And also, one of the things is, like, that's part of the reason that people don't really like witches is because keeping the balance is not always pretty. Sometimes it's really ugly. Also, sometimes it means doing the unfavorable thing. Not all the time, but it's a responsibility to be a practitioner. It's a responsibility to hold the balance and to keep the balance and to create balance within a practice. I don't feel uneasy. I feel really steady. I feel really, really steady. I don't feel heady anymore, which is weird for me because normally I'm really thought oriented. I'm feeling very grounded recently. The nodes are going to switch over soon. Neptune's going to go direct. Pluto just went into Aquarius. And we have a whole new era sitting in front of us. I feel like there's only a couple more things I need to get in order, at least that I can see in this moment. But there's just been really big lessons all day long. And strong lessons too. Strong lessons where it's like the thing that happens in my practice. This is a long video, so if you're still here, shout out. The thing that happens in my practice is like the spirits I make offerings to, they'll bring me preparation. Here, you need to know this. And I normally don't know why. I don't know why I need to know it, but you bringing me the information, then I'm going to sit with it and I will learn and I will receive it and I will keep it with me. And then there's going to be an add-on. And this happens day after day, month after month, week after week, year after year, okay? There's some lessons I've been through where it's an addition process, for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And recently, in the previous like 3 or 4 months, it's been addition, but there hasn't been like there hasn't been like a finale point. And normally in this sort of work where it is preparation, and it's like addition, and there's levels to it, you know? But I haven't met the end of the level yet. So, like, what is the big picture? I asked that like I'm gonna get an answer right now. But I know it's not coming yet. Anyways, yeah, that's what's going on. Thanks for listening to me talk about it because it's just felt so freaking weird. I'm feeling a little like, I feel prepared. I don't feel scared. I also just have the feeling there's going to be something large that grounds here very soon. I don't know if soon is like, it doesn't feel like it's a couple days from now, okay? But I don't know. Feels like maybe like a couple weeks to a couple months from now. Who's really to say? Not I. Let me put this video away. Thank you for listening. And gratitude, reverence, and love to you. I'm grateful for you. Keep your brew. Keep up what you do. That's true. I'm going to go back to nesting and resting. What have the mothers got coming through? Because I only ever do this if there's something really large about to happen. So anyways, I'll talk to you soon.